Hello, Flosstube. Hello. I skipped a week. I'm sorry. Today is March 4th. It is a Saturday, so I am filming on the right day. Uploading, no idea yet. We will find out. So I missed last week. My brain just kind of couldn't deal, and we had a little bit of a breakdown. But we are back. So, let's rewind a little bit. Hi, my name is Robin. I'm with Crossroads Stitching. This is a mostly weekly video. Hello, Flosstubes. Mostly weekly video, aka about cross stitching, aka Flosstube. If you're new here, hello, hi, welcome to your dose of weird. And if you're not new here, welcome back to the weekly-ish dose of weird. This is Monica. She is my co-host. She is an axolotl. And she's Chonk. I don't necessarily plan to feature my Squishmallows in a video. Just that's where she happened to be and I didn't feel like moving her. Same with Demi. Alright. So we have a little bit to talk about, even though it's been 2 weeks. As I did say in the last video that I did post, the stitchy bug has kind of abandoned me, and I don't know what happened. We did get new WhipGo pulls, so I will go over what my WhipGo pulls are. I did cheat a little bit in that I added my WhipGo pulls to my stitch tracker in my cross stitch planner from Black Needle Society. I don't know if that's necessarily cheating, but it's oh, hey, those are supposed to be on my focus project. So, this month we called number 2 and number 22. So I will show you both of those and where I want to be with those. And let me put that back where it belongs, or I will lose it. So I keep my WhipGo board in the back of my cross stitch planner in the little pocket that they provided. This is the daily stitch tracker, or the, the project progress tracker. So I have colors assigned to how many minutes I stitched. Black is no stitching, blue 15 minutes, pink 30 minutes, green is 45, orange is an hour, and red is an hour and 30 plus. I figure if I can get to an hour and a half, I'm not counting anything beyond that, and I'm not classifying anything beyond that. So, right now, we have 1 day that is stitched, and I stitched on my Hocus Pocus ornament, which is one of my WhipGos for this month. That is my number 2, is my Hocus Pocus ornament, and I stitched on that during my lunch break. And I will show you what I got done with that. My other 2 lunch breaks I haven't really had a chance to stitch. Thursday I actually went out to lunch with my admin. And by my admin, I mean the admin of the office that I work in. She's who keeps us all running and keeps us from losing our minds. She's amazing. And we're both like, you know what? I don't really want what I brought for lunch today. I don't really want it. Alright, cool. Let's go across the street. So this is what I'm working on. And most of what I got done was up here. And I did start a new thread. But then I pulled the needle off of it so that the needle can hang out back here on the needle needle magnet. I give up with words already. But I am hoping to have this completely finished when it is finished. And I mean, by finished, I mean that I have finished stitching it. I'm not trying to turn it into an FFO. I don't think I am that good. Let me try once again to fold this in a way that I am not showing off the pattern. Come on, God. Be nice to me here. Alright. So this pattern has definitely seen better days, but I am stitching on gaze. And I definitely just at least want it to be completely stitched. Beyond that, it does have finishing instructions in here for them, I believe. Yes, 2 finished ornaments. Cut a piece of cardboard 3x2. Glue a piece of thin batting fleece to the cardboard and trim. Center and stretch stitchery over cardboard. Trim excess, glue to back. Cut black felt larger than the stitched piece with pinking shears and pink the edges. Center stitchery on the felt and glue. Black rainbow classic felt courtesy of someplace. But it's part of this as a whole thing, which is one of the Surprise Me kits that I got from StitchCon. I have not started the big piece yet, but it does. But they gave me enough fabric to do both the big piece and the 2 ornaments, and so I've just started on the ornaments because those are a little bit easier for me to contemplate at this point in my life. But I have all the fabric and all the floss for it. I got it as part of one of the Surprise Me kits. I think I wound up with 3 kits. I gave them a budget. I gave them things I liked. I gave them things I didn't like. They came back and I wound up with 3 kits. Plus what I bought at StitchCon, which was a lot. I have already spent a crap ton at Nashville Market. And that's just from sneak peeks. My wallet is crying. My wallet is crying. Alright, the other project that is for me for March, I almost said for February, is my mountain printed cross stitch. I would like to be at least halfway on this. I got this guy from the Stitch Boutique up in Boston. I say printed, but it's not really printed as much as it's painted. I'll show you when I get it out of the very cool project bag. Me and my partner were up in Boston for a concert, and therefore I found this little place like within walking distance of the hotel, and he begrudgingly let me go. So there's that. I think I'm actually ready to move on to the dark blue. I'll have to double check, but this is what we're working with. It was hand painted by whomever that is. They provided me the masking tape to go around the edges. And so when we kitted this up, we made sure that we got this silk lame braid in sparkly, which is what I did the tree with. But the little hint of white up at the top is going to be done with just a regular white. But we did kit up the whole thing. She was super nice when I talked to her, because I thought that they were going to be a more cross-stitch boutique. They were not. They were more like this kind of stitch, which is fine. Clearly that's not that one. I think that's that one. I regret not labeling these in any shape, form, or fashion. So bad. Okay. Like, so much. And I've lost the purple one. I think I got the purple one confused somewhere else. So, we have this white, which is going to go in the little white area up there. We have this blue, which goes where that really bright blue is. We have this blue, which goes where that really dark blue goes, which is there. Okay. I had 3 blues, and they almost look the same color to me. There's that. Alright, so this one is for that blue right there. But then this one is for that tiny, tiny line of blue, the baby blue. And then this one is for this guy on this side. And I need to find the purple and the black. I've been working with the black, but I have a little bit more to do with the black. And then I have a really pretty amethyst purple up here. But I need to find the black cord that I have And I know it's running around somewhere. Because it's found the black. I took it off of the skein because I couldn't really figure out how to work with it that way. And so I put it on a random piece of cardboard. Because I didn't travel with floss drops. So, random piece of cardboard. But I think the purple got accidentally moved and put in my bag full of fancy flosses that I just do not feel like going to find right now. So, technically the silk lame cord can go in here too. And if I get tired of doing the black, I could easily switch over and do one of the blues. I don't know if you're supposed to be doing this in cross stitch, but I am literally just doing full crosses on it. It does have some texture because I am still kind of trying to get used to this. But I don't think that you'll really be able to tell it from a distance. I think it'll just look really, really pretty. We're going to use Monica as a backer right now. Framing it will be a whole nother story. That is for future me to worry about, and not for current me to worry about. I may actually work on this a little today, but I'll probably definitely work on it tomorrow during gaming, because I don't have to count with this. I just have to stitch. So this is one of my, I can't do math anymore. Here, let me do this. So those are the two that are pulled for Whip Go. Like I said, I'm currently deciding whether or not I like Whip Go and whether I want to keep going with it, because Whip Go has turned into, oh, I have to do this? Well, now I'm not interested. My brain can be a jerk like that. We have moved the hoop on this guy a couple of times. I am still nowhere near being done. I could probably put him on a bigger frame so that I could actually see everything that I'm doing. And that thought has crossed my mind a couple times. However, that requires work, and then he wouldn't be able to fit in the bag that I have for him anymore. But I have my Stanley needle minder right there. You can see one of the wolves. You can see a second wolf, and then you can see the big wolf head. I think there's at least one more wolf hiding in the background of this somewhere. I don't remember. You will notice that the two round sections, the teal round sections, those are supposed to be French knots. Those will be the last two stitches I do, because I don't know that I'm really good with French knots. Every time I try them, they just look stupid. So we will see how that goes. That's the only other thing that I've worked on, and I've mostly just been filling in some of the colors that I think that I only have a little bit left of, which I think was like the yellow, which is color number 7, I want to say. And I've just been, no, 7 is orange. I've been just trying to fill in the yellow, because at least if I can get that done, then I can move on. I haven't gotten anything new in the mail, but like I said, I did go kind of stupid at Nashville Market, one of the shops that I have on Facebook, which is Misty's Fabrics. She was doing pre-sale and sneak peeks, and every album that I saw was another problem. And then they added 2 more just a couple nights ago that I haven't added, but I really want to because I love both of them. It's a set of pillows, and it's kind of snarky, so it's right up my alley. Right up my alley. Other than that, I did put about 3 stitches in. This is as far as I got with my Hallows Eve Haunting, but I was working on this guy for a little bit because I finally got the printed pattern, so I wasn't trying to just wing it off of an unmarked PDF anymore. So I got that done, at least. This is Welcome Foolish Mortals by the Witchy Stitcher. She has released a couple of Patreon patterns that I will probably do pretty quickly. Just because I love just about every pattern she comes out with. Like, her and Night Spirit Studios are my two faves. I love most of their patterns, so I buy them a lot. I have a lot of charity patterns that I have done that they participated in. Like there was one for reproductive rights. Basically, they had a thing where if you showed that you had donated to pro-choice reproductive rights kind of a charity, that you could get a code for, I don't know, like 10 or so patterns, which were really cool. So that is all that I've really been stitching on. Oh, no, there's also this one. Because I found my Ecro again. So I haven't done much on it, but this is Spin Cycle from Ink Circles, and I don't really know which way it's spinning anymore. The fabric is Shades of Autumn by Live and Die LA, and I'm pretty sure that it is whatever count this called for. This called for 28, count over 2, so that means I put this on 14. And I'm just going to try and use my hand because, oh no, I still have some of the fold line. Hold on, maybe. Woo! The paper's playing nice today. So this was just like a little freebie pattern, I guess, that I got from Ink Circles when I placed an order on the website, which was a million years ago when I placed the order for Honeydew. Because I had a digital copy of the Tiki Time pattern, and I'm still trying to decide if I want to do it on the Honeydew pattern or if I want to do it on the Live and Die LA's Tiki Room fabric, which is a little bit more vibrant, but I'm not 100% sure how the colors would pop on it. I would have to do a floss toss and throw the DMC thread that I got for it down. Other than that, there has not been much going on. I still need to kit up like a truck ton of patterns. Actually, I think I have to get them all back into the pattern bin. I am probably about to start my Pathfinder game up. It could be fun. It could be horrible. We do not know yet. It is just... Sorry about that. The hair had completely pissed me off and it had to go back. So, starting a Pathfinder game with a bunch of girls. There's going to be one, maybe two guys. And at least two non-binary people. And they want me to run this thing, and I'm like, why? Why do you think I'm a good person for this? But I'm doing a really cool campaign. I think it is a cool campaign. Anyways, so that will start hopefully this coming week. So more nerd stuff. I might even find a couple of D&D patterns to stitch. Maybe a couple really small ones that I can stitch that I could give out to my players, assuming they trust me with their mailing address, because we are doing this long distance. I know one person lives in Texas, one person lives in Florida, one person lives in Kansas, two people live in Kansas if Christian plays. Nancy is in Boston, and Lisha is in Pennsylvania, and Ash is in Michigan. So that should be starting soon. We will see how that goes. I definitely want to try and find some more single color monochrome patterns, because I really just, there are times where I just like stitching with monochrome, but I hate samplers. So two things that are on my radar for trying to get this month, aside from everything from Nashville, would be, I'm trying to find a small long dog sampler that I can get, and a small modern folk embroidery, assuming I can get back to their site. I've been having troubles getting to it, because I definitely wanted to get the trans unicorn that they had, and then they did a lesbian unicorn, but I definitely want the trans unicorn. But so it has been a fun-filled but not very stitch-filled couple of weeks. Other than that, there has not been much going on. Yeah. I do have a hotel confirmed for StitchCon. I will be staying at the Drury Inn, the one with the late night stitching room. It kind of messed me up, because I went to just the La Quinta site, because I thought that we were just going to be in La Quinta like we were last year. Had no clue. None. It's great. It's winter, and I still have allergies to literally fucking everything. So I went on the La Quinta site, and I was looking for the rooms, and then seeing what the code was for, I go to the StitchCon website to try and find the code for the StitchCon block. And that was when I found out that they weren't doing it at La Quinta, that they were doing it at the Drury Inn place. I'm like, look, I don't care as long as it's got the late night stitching room. That is what I am here for. That is what I am about. And that is because I definitely want to do late night stitching. I just don't want to have to try and get back to a hotel after late night stitching. So I just, what we did last year was we definitely want to do, Ash and I. When I say we, I mean Ash and I, because that's who I was sharing the hotel with last year. We both decided that we would definitely wanted to be part of the late night stitching room, and therefore we got into the La Quinta. We again got a bigger room. Last year we got a bigger room than what we needed, just in case anybody off the cross stitch server, or anybody else really, got up to StitchCon and needed a place to stay. Because, maybe their hotel fell through, or something happened. This year we've done the same. We have a double queen booked, and that means that we can fit at least 3 more people. Hands down, I can fit 5 people in a hotel room. Whether the hotel likes it or not, can't tell you, but I can fit 5 people in a hotel room. They just have to be really okay with each other. I'm now currently looking for flights to Detroit, because that's roughly where Ash lives. I like flying to Ash, and then driving to StitchCon, because it's only like a 3 or 4 hour drive from where Ash lives to StitchCon. And I loved doing that last year. It was great. I could fly into Cincy, but then I'd miss the whole 3 or 4 hour road trip, which was actually just a concert. We just put on music really, really, really loud, and sang the whole way. And we're talking everything from like Broadway show tunes, Disney songs. There was some jazz in there. I think there was even a little bit of country. There was some metal, some alternative stuff. Ash and I are definitely in the I listen to everything. Not I listen to everything, but no, we listen to a little bit of everything. Broadway and show tunes are not off of the limits. We both know a lot of the songs to a lot of the musicals, whether we've seen them on in theater or just like as the movie version or whatever. We actually split fairly easily for Phantom of the Opera, even though it is a stretch for me to hit the Christine Daae notes. I can do those better than I can do Phantom. So Ash has a little bit of a lower pitch than I do. Other than that, I'm just looking forward to going and having fun and not thinking about work or anything else for a weekend. Tomorrow I get my eyes examined, so I'm hoping that I can get glasses that will allow me to cross stitch a little bit better, because it's getting hard. It's getting really hard to cross stitch, and unless I have my glasses with whatever magnifying lens I have. This had one in it. I don't know where it went, but I have a box with like 4 other ones. The 1.0s are okay. The 1.5s are better. What am I currently working with? I think that says 1.5. That makes it worse somehow. Yeah, so these are the ones that I use most often. Those are the 1.5s. I can use up to the 2.5. The 3 kind of messes with me because I have like the 1, the 1.0, the 2, the 2.5, and I think the 3. I think it came in a little box. I have now lost the little box. It will turn back up when it wants to. So I just use the 1.5s for now, but I really want to see if we can get something that makes the whole world less fuzzy, and that, like, if I'm cross-stitching at work, I'm not sitting there trying to thread a needle going, good God, I'm dying. Because that's where we're at right now. I think I'm going to wrap it here, because I don't really have anything else unless I stutter and repeat myself with a 3rd time. So I hope everybody has a great week. I wish you all happy stitching. I hope your whip goes go well. I hope that you have all the floss that you need when you want to start a new project. And may the frog never find you. I am still working to keep him tied up in my basement. Bye-bye.